everyone, and welcome back to Yoga with Britt. It's been a while because it's been a time, and we all need to take care of ourselves right now. So the fact that you are watching this means that you are taking care of yourself or that you're my mom. So Izzy and I are back to help you with some yoga moves, and we're going to go through a flow today that I think is about squeezing some stuff out and also just opening the heart to let the stuff that is good enter our hearts. So enough of the woo-woo, let's get started. Grab your dog, put it in your lap, and we'll get to having some fun. All right, so we are going to start in child's pose today. So Izzy, will you let me get into child's pose? Why don't you go see what the huskies are doing? So child's pose can be done many different ways. I like to take my knees as wide as the mat, send my hips back, and then just gently flow forward. If you want to just curl up in a little ball and cry it out, your body's going to tell you what you need to do. So just go for it, and I want you to take a deep breath, soften the shoulders, and then don't look at the video here. Just trust your body right now. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Maybe you rock your head back and forth on the mat. Maybe too many things creak and crack when you do that, so you just stay still. Deep breath in, slow exhale. And on those exhales, just notice if anything in your body starts to let go. Maybe the shoulders, maybe the hips. Maybe your shoulders are super duper tight, right? So maybe you're just up on your forearms and your elbows here, just allowing your body, meet it wherever it's at. Just slowly sink back. I want you to take 5 deep inhales and make the exhale longer than the inhale. Just humor me. Make that exhale almost like it's an audible sigh, so that if someone was in the room with you, they would hear it. Slow, slow breath. We can't control what happens to us, but we can control our breath and feed the way that we want to respond. Finish up those breaths. Maybe do one more for good measure. And then slowly, with intention today, press yourself back up onto your knees. Push through those hands. Just going to come into a seated kneeling position. If this is like no go for your knees, you can come into a seated position, sit on your tuchus on the side. Tuchus is Sanskrit. Good. Hands on your thighs, on your legs, maybe on the ground. And then deep breath in. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, bring them down. And now these next times, I don't want you to just lift arms up and down. I really want you to feel that control. Bear with me. So when you inhale, I want you to feel the strength of your arms like lifting up into the sky. Inhale, keep those shoulders soft. And then on your exhale, you're still in control here. Those arms aren't dropping. You are moving them with purpose and with intention every time. You're like, why are you making moving my arms difficult? You're welcome. So let's try that a couple more times. Inhale, intention with the arms as they go up. Exhale, controlling all the way down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Good. Draw your belly button in just a little bit. See if that changes some of that intention, right? Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, arms down. Rinse and repeat. Last time here. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale. This time bring the hands to the heart center or in prayer position. Soften through those shoulders. Bring that belly button in. And this time lift the heart a little bit, which is one of those like flat back but curved things that we say in yoga class. But what I want you to do is draw that in, because when we're like this, we like to just let our spine relax, but draw that belly button in and then lift the heart up, just whatever that means for you. Good. Hands are at the heart, feeling your heartbeat. Eyes can be closed, eyes can be wide open. Good. Relax those hands down. Keep the palms open. This just means we're inviting the world in, we're inviting, that information in. And I want you to feel a warmth in your hands. So maybe you can think of family, friends, a good memory, puppy dogs. I just want you to feel that you are creating warmth in your hands. We're going to do something with that warmth and with that love in a second. So find that memory for you. The thing that brings a smile to your face or happy tear to your eye, makes you laugh. And then use that memory to warm the hands. Good. And now we're going to move that warmth around us. So I want you to inhale, open the arms, and then allow the arms to go back as far as they can. You don't need to like Michael Phelps it here, right? Just opening the heart up to the world. You got this. And on an exhale, we're going back into child's pose just for a moment here. Exhale. Good. And then inhale, you open that heart again. So this is all we're doing. So find your flow. On the inhale, open up as wide. Maybe you're just here today. Just be as open as your body wants to be. Exhale, go back down into child's pose. And if you're in a seated position, you can do this too here. Just open up and exhale, come on down. And so wherever you are, inhale, open the heart, and we're moving that warmth around us. Exhale, come on down. Good. Inhale up. Good. Push that warmth out. Good. A couple more times here. Just at your own pace. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale down. One more time. And then when you're done, just hang out in child's pose for a hot second here. Good. Maybe the arms come back to the legs. And I just want you to notice if you feel that warmth around you. And it's okay if you don't. I just want you to notice. Good. Come on up to all fours. Gonna place the hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Push up and away from your mat with intention. So we're not just hanging out here. I'm pushing up and away from my mat. I'm going to send my right leg back, and I'm going to pretend that I have my favorite beverage on my low back, as one would. And what that does for me is it keeps me from wobbling around, right? I really want to keep my tummy muscles nice and steady. Like I've got a big old glass of tea on my back. Good, I'm sending that hip back. I'm actually engaging my glute to keep it up so that I don't overuse my shoulders or my hips. So squeeze your bum, kind of like you're holding in a toot, right? We all know what that feels like. Good. And then if you feel this too much in your shoulders, draw that energy back, push up and away, like someone's grabbing you around your tummy. Good, keep it there, you got this. 3, keep breathing. 2, and on 1, bring the knee up like you're doing a fire hydrant pose here, and then just do what you need to do. If you need to tap it all the way up, we're bringing that foot all the way up to the front. Place the hands on either side. I like to use a block here, but they're way over there. And I don't want to go get them. So I'm going to keep my knee right over my ankle. That's just going to give me a lot of good support here. And I'm going to push up so that I'm in this kind of captain pose here, right? If your knee hurts, grab some cushy towels or a blanket to put under. Good. And then let's rinse and repeat that. Inhale and exhale. So arms come up. Good. Exhale down. Maybe you've still got that warmth around you, right? Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Good. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale, arms up. This time, palms come together, and let's take the palms on the outside of the thigh. Maybe this is where you are, right? So just hang right there. If that's challenging for you for balance, hang out here. If you're like bored, whatever, then go with the forearm. And then slowly in time, we'll start to increase our flexibility. So maybe we get the elbow down there. And if you're like, girl, what are you talking about? Just hang out where you are. Don't let that knee come in, right? Keep it right over that ankle. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, maybe you bring those palms back up to the heart. And then use this top hand to push just gently and twist. So I'm not muscling through this. Like at any time I can let go. So if you let go, I'm like, revert back, you're going too far. Just hang out, find where this works for you. We're gonna be here for a minute. Like literally a minute. Because what this is doing, so our yoga teachings teach us that these kind of cleansing postures twist and stimulate the digestive system. The body also kind of does its own thing. Whatever this does though, allow it to bring you a bit of comfort that you are cleansing, whatever that means for you. We're sending energy out. We're encouraging the body to do its bodily functions whenever you need. If you're getting tired, back off a little bit, right? I don't want to collapse into this. We're not, cowering down. We're strong. That's what those thumbs are here for, right? We're lifting. Good. Deep breath in. You guys got this. And 2. And 1. Good. Come on back down. And then send the hips back. Let's give that leg a little rest here. So again, maybe you have blocks or a bolster to help you. So I don't want you crouching down. Really keep that heart open today. Maybe the foot comes up and you send your hips back. And I'm going to get a nice stretch in the bottom of my leg. Maybe I swing my hips a little side to side. If that feels good. If none of this feels good, stop. Good. Crawl forward. I'm going to keep both hands on the inside of my right foot. I'm going to let my knee just fall out to the side. If this is not available for you, a block really helps open that chest. I'm going to get a block. Okay. There we go. See, because this way, I can breathe a little bit more and I'm not crouched down. So my piggies are kind of on the outside of the yoga mat. And then maybe in time, my hands can come down. Maybe you're a flexy bendy AF and you can keep on going, but go where your body wants it to. Don't push it. It's not the goal to lay flat like a pancake on the ground here. The goal is to give your body movement and not end up needing icy hot and some kind of Asper cream. Oh, good, good, good. Come back up. And then if you want a little extra challenge, you can take that leg all the way up, nice and slow, come back around. Otherwise, just meet us back in child's pose. Deep breath in, long exhale out. Good, deep breath in, long exhale out. Good, come on back up to all fours. What are you eating? Check on your dog. Send the left leg back this time, pushing up and away from that mat. I've got my favorite beverage on my back, so I'm going to think of staying nice and steady. If I feel it too much in my shoulders, I'm going to draw back a little bit so that I can pretend someone's got me wrapped around the waist here and I'm lifting. Good. I'm going to engage my glute, my bum, so that's the muscle. These are the biggest muscles we have in our body, and we need to use them more. But we don't. Get it? That was bad. Don't encourage that. All right. Knee comes up into a fire hydrant. You're coming up and over if the mobility allows you to. If you need a little help here, a block is super great to give you that length and lift to get that tootsie all the way up there. All right, hands come on either side just to do a check that my knee is right over my ankle. I'm going to press up and away, and then I'm going to make sure that my left hip is back as I straighten up. Sometimes when we put a leg forward, we twist a little bit, so ixnay on the istway. All right. I'm tired. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale down. Couple more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Seriously? Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, inhale, arms up. We got this. Exhale, bring the right elbow or bring the palms to the outside of the left thigh. All right, start there, right? Maybe you feel a great stretch in the front of your leg and the front of your right leg. Maybe you stay here. It's totally fine. If you want to explore that twist, start to lower those hands down. Make sure those toes aren't gripping in. Take a second and see if we can relax the toes. Put the energy into those four corners of the foot, so the ball joints and the heel. All right. If that elbow comes down past the knee, I'm going to still make sure that my knee is over my ankle. Bring my hands into a prayer position, palms to the heart, and open up to the side. Maybe my neck doesn't want to twist today. This side's a little tighter for me. Breath in, long breath out. If you notice that you're getting short of breath, that's usually an indication that you're not breathing or not breathing with a regular cadence. Be intentional about that breath. Good. Like I said, we're going to be here for a minute. Good. If you feel yourself collapsing down a little bit, maybe you back off. I'm going to back off a little bit. This is a tight side for my right hip flexor. So instead of fighting it, I'm going to meet my body where it's at. Good. Slowly come back up. Inhale, arms come up, and hands come down on the inside of that foot. Send the hips back. Maybe I bring my block here. If you want, come up on that heel and give yourself a nice stretch of the hamstring. Remember, the further you walk your hands towards your foot, the more that stretch is going to be, what do I want to say? It's more of a stretch. But again, I don't want you to get to the point where you're fighting it. Like, I want you to find right where that hamstring catches. Breath in, breath out. Because the point is to relax in some of these. Good. Come on back. Hands come onto the inside. We're going to child's pose. If you want that extra challenge, lift that leg up or reverse fire hydrants, and then all the way back. I'm going to take a nice wide-legged child's pose. Knees go to the outside of the mat. Toes come to touch. My head just falls down. Breath in, breath out. Good. Inhale, come on up to all fours. Let's get a little more heat moving in our body. Curl the toes under. Lift the bum all the way up, back into downward dog. Take your time here. Pedal out the feet if that feels good. If this is hard on your shoulders, you can always come back down to the knees and do a little bit more stretching. I know a lot of us are getting really tight in the shoulders when we're working from home. So downward dog should be a resting posture. If it's not, then why do it, right? Good. Inhale, look towards your fingers, and I want you to walk your dog all the way up to the top. So blocks help here, right? Helping us to get to the top of the mat. And then hang here for a hot second, right? Just let the body hang. Maybe you grab your elbows, sway side to side, bend the knees just a little bit, and now send those hips up to the sky. You should feel a gentle stretch in your hamstrings. Maybe there's a little shaking. Totally fine. Good. Now slowly roll all the way up. Or this is super slow. This is like slower than kids getting ready in the morning to get out the door. Good, nice and slow. Okay, maybe not that slow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Bring those hands to the heart. Good. Notice the heartbeat. Notice the breath. Maybe bring a smile to your face. Good. Bounce the knees a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's send the right foot back, put it at a 45-degree angle, and let's come up into warrior. So in my warrior pose, I've got my front knee over that ankle. I'm pressing out the back blade of my foot. My toes are still chill, like that work is coming from my feet. And you don't have to be set this wide. I have insanely long legs, so find what feels good for you. Soften the shoulders. Good. Gaze can be out the front. Gaze can be off to the side. Draw that belly button in, right? Intention. We're here on purpose. We're not just striking a pose. I know. Sorry, I went there. Good. Inhale, arms up. Take the right hand, grab the left wrist. Open up, like this is called bow or a version of a bow and arrow. So I'm drawing that back, left shoulder goes down. I still have that front knee bent, and I'm pressing out the back leg. You've got this. Draw that belly button in for 3. Breathe 2 and 1. Slowly let go. Straighten that front leg. Send the hips back towards the right hand. Reach the left hand forward, and then left hand comes down on the thigh or the shin. Open up to the side for a triangle pose. Good. So I'm not trying to get here, right? Like I see so many people collapse in this. Lift that chest up. This should feel open, you know? Good. Bend that front knee, come back to warrior two. Give yourself a smile. Cartwheel those hands back down. Come back onto the ball of that back foot. Rock and roll all the way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the heels all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Keep it moving, bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, exhale, fold. This time the left foot goes back. Pivoting into that 45-degree angle. I'm going to press up out of the front right leg, open up into warrior. Get a little check here, make sure front knee is over my ankle. Make sure I'm not reaching forward, but I've got my head, my heart, and my hips in line. Good. Good. Inhale, arms up. Left hand grabs the right wrist this time, and we open up the chest here. So I'm taking my right side of my rib cage and just lean it up a little bit. Good. Shoulders come down. Deep breath in for 3. Good. 2. And 1. Return to warrior 2. Good. Send the hips back towards the left hand, right hand reaches forward, and then gently comes down to the thigh or the shin. Open up towards your left. Good. Challenge your balance here. See if you can look up towards your fingers and wiggle them. And as your hamstrings allow, you'll be able to open up a little bit more. But we're not about pushing it today. Or like ever. Good. Come on back to warrior 2. Give yourself a smile and cartwheel the hands back down. Pivot that back foot, rock and roll to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Good, exhale, fold. All right, shake it off a little bit. That's a lot. We're gonna do a little balancing posture, and then I've got a treat for your shoulders. So what I want you to do is first find your feet right underneath your hips. And head, heart, hips, and heels in line. So much to think about. Good, and what I want you to do is bring your right knee up. So I've got it bent as a 45-degree angle. Maybe it's just here. Maybe I've got a tootsie on the ground so I can keep my balance. If you want, have a wall or like a small child near you, and you can place your hand on them and rest. But try just like one finger. So if you're against the wall, try one finger, and then slowly work on that balance. Balance comes from your tummy. It's not talent, it's not anything. It comes from calm breath and the core muscles. All right, so you're here, you've got your right leg up. Good. And now you're going to bring your right knee over your left. All right, so hang out there first. This might be a little crazy, so maybe that toe's on the ground. Hands into a T. Give me a T. Right arm goes underneath the left, and then give yourself a hug. Right? Maybe you're here. If you're familiar with eagle, you can keep that twist, and then twist one more time, and bring the palms together. If you're like, what the what? And just ignore that and keep hugging yourself. And then what I want you to do, oopsies, is, see, I'm not focused on, there we go. If that toe wants to wrap around, you can. That gives me foot cramps, so I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm finding a spot. I'm gonna stare at a spot on my floor in front of me. Deep breath in, shoulders are down, I'm gonna sink down. So I'm not bending forward, but I'm keeping my chest lifted as I slowly come down. Good. Brace yourself, you've got this. 3. Deep inhale, 2. Slowly come up, keep that foot lifted. Good, knee is bent. Hands come up. like you're a tree in the wind here. And then slowly come on down. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let's try that on the other side. And again, if you're winded after that, really focus on your breath while you're doing this. So many times we do new things and we hold our breath. So I'm gonna lift my left knee. I'm just gonna start there. Maybe find that balance. And then cross my knee over my right knee. Or maybe I'm just here. Like there's no, like just cross it, however that is for you. Make a T. Left hand goes underneath the right. Give yourself a hug. If you do it the other way, it's fine. If you want to keep twisting those hands so that they meet, sink down. Breath in, breath out. Good, send the bum back towards the back wall. Find that thing on the floor to stare at. 3 and 2. On your exhale, press through the heel, put the weight in the heel. Come back up into this matrix pose. Good, deep breath in and come on down. Nice. All right, grab a towel, a belt. You don't even need anything if you're like, oh, that's energy. Just hang tight. I've got a yoga strap here. If you have a belt or a yoga strap, always grab this end. I've smacked myself in the face way too many times with that. So a towel, a belt, a sheet, whatever you've got. And I want you to, I call this like the cheerleader stance. I wasn't a cheerleader. Anyway, so soften the shoulders. I've got my feet lined up right underneath my hips. I'm gently squeezing my bums and bracing my tummy. Just again, intention, right? We're here with intention. So bring the arms over the head. If this is like ouchie, too tight, give yourself more, like always reach out more. Now take your wrists and pretend like you're watering flowers. So I don't want those wrists inward, I want them outward. All right, okay. So now if you found yourself kind of sending the bum back and the chest out forward, bring that back in line. That's just our body cheating. Good, deep breath in. I'm gonna turn this side here. So I'm gonna take a breath in. My knees have a soft bend in them. And on an exhale, I'm just gonna go back 1 inch. I'm gonna tuck my chin gently and keep breathing. Good. Now this might be a little uncomfortable, but there shouldn't be pain or discomfort. So if there is, just back off or give yourself some more rope there. Good. And just hang out here. Maybe notice some tingling, some moving around. Good. Maybe lift the toes. Good. Breath in. Let's go 1 more inch back. And then just stay there. So I'm allowing the kind of weight of my arms wanting to fall to put tension on that band. Let's go 1 more breath in, 1 more inch back. And every time I do that, maybe I give myself a little more room in that strap. And just stay here. Again, there may be just a little bit uncomfortable, but can you sit with that? Can you allow that to be there? Again, if it's pain, then give yourself more strap or come back up over the head. Deep breath in. Let's go 2 inches this time. So kind of back and behind. Good. Deep breath in, slow exhale. Good. Deep breath in, 1 more inch. Deep breath in, 1 more inch. And I'm giving myself a little more slack each time. Don't forget those wrists. Have they turned in? If you can push them out, you may need to give yourself some more slack in that band or that blanket. Deep breath in, 1 more inch. Let's even go 1 more inch. Good. I want you to hold here for 3. Keep breathing. 2. And on this last exhale, slowly bring that strap all the way down. I don't know about you, but I feel like I took myself from here to here. So if you're sitting in front of a computer, like madly typing out stuff every day, this is a great treat for your shoulders. So set that blanket or that strap down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, come on down. Roll those shoulders. Maybe lean your head to the left and the right. And just take note, right? Take note of those shoulders. All right, gently come on down to a seated position. If you want a balance check or a strength check, you can try to do it without your hands. Please don't do that if you think you're gonna hurt yourself, but it's a way to kind of check to see if you've got just some, it took me years to do that, by the way. Otherwise, just sit down. Okay. You're seated, you made it. We've opened the chest, we've opened the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Thank you for doing something positive for you today. One of my favorite authors, Michelle McNamara, said, "It's all chaos. Be kind." So continue to be kind to each other. And thank you. Namaste, my friends. And a shameless plug for Miss Pitt's Rescue. Don't forget, this shirt helped a dog, and you can too. If you've got rescues in your area, be sure to check them out and donate and support puppies and kitties who need loving homes. All right, thank you, my friends.